Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. My name is Shawnee Jones again. I serve as the procurement coordinator on the procurement team, and we would like to welcome you all to the 2024 Severe Weather Response RFQ information session. Today, we'll discuss the timeline for this funding process, the RFQ scope of work, a few of the program highlights, the scoring, some of the funding details, and our grants management system, Flux, and then we'll have a Q&A. So as you know, the application was released on March 13th. This is the first and only info session today, March 18th. The last day to submit questions for this funding opportunity to the RFP email is March 20th. The application deadline is March 25th at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We anticipate denial notifications to go out the week of April 8th. Appeals will be due the week of April 15th. And we anticipate award notifications going out Monday, April 22nd, and a contract development beginning on May 1st. So like all of our funding opportunities, this RFQ is guided by our theory of change, which is if we create a homelessness response system that centers people who have lived experience of homelessness, then we will be able to focus on responding to needs and eliminating inequities in order to end homelessness for all. Next slide, please.
Do you see this RFQ purpose, Shani?
I see it now, yes. So the purpose or intent of this RFQ is to provide the region's emergency response to severe weather conditions and individuals experiencing unsheltered homelessness. This includes extreme cold weather, excessive heat, and poor air quality. And so for this funding opportunity, the part of the scope of work is to provide a secure, dignified temporary emergency shelter for unhoused adults seeking respite from harsh weather conditions, such as snow, smoke, extreme heat, and other severe weather events. It's also to provide adequate staffing, provide supplies, and immediate response to emergency conditions, and a dignified environment which fosters health and safety during critical weather incidents. It's also to offer services grounded in a housing-first, trauma-informed, holistic approach, provide a severe weather response that will serve single adults and couples of all genders who are over the age of 18, and to advance equity for Black, Indigenous, and other people of color, as well as individuals who identify as LGBTQ+ and individuals with disabilities. So some of the program highlights that we wanted to lift up today in this space is that all the services must be performed in the city of Seattle. Applicants must be able to activate within 24 to 72 hours notice and at the direction of RHA. Providers must provide a 12-hour severe weather shelter and operate between the hours of 7 p.m. and 7 a.m. And applicants may apply to serve single adults, couples, or both, depending on which population best aligns with your organization's area of expertise. We do want to highlight that this is only for single adults or couples. This excludes families or youth for this particular funding opportunity. Applications will be rated out of 100 points, and the breakdown of the scoring system is agency experience, which is worth 30 points, staffing is 10 points, racial equity and social justice is 25 points, partnerships 15 points, data and fiscal management piece is, or portion of the application is 10 points, and the budget is also 10 points. This particular funding opportunity is funded by the City of Seattle General Fund, and it's for up to $140,000. We anticipate funding up to 2 organizations through this funding opportunity as well. And to be eligible for this particular funding opportunity, This is open to nonprofit organizations that have experience and or interest in providing emergency shelter responses to severe cold and snow, weather, heat, and poor air quality conditions for individuals experiencing homelessness in Seattle. And agencies are required to meet the minimum qualifications that are found on KCRHA's website. All funded homelessness and housing support services providers will participate in data collection through the King County Homelessness Management Information System, or HMIS, to evaluate and improve the quality of their programming. And KCRHA will establish and evaluate performance metrics with each awardee, which will be included into each project service agreement, or the PSA. So our grants management system, all applications will go through Flex, which is our grants management system. For those of you that are familiar with Flex and already have like login information, that's wonderful, but applicants will utilize Flex to fill out the RFP application and submit the required documents. New providers, if you anticipate in applying for this project, we encourage you to set up a Flex account now, so you don't have any delays in submitting your application. If you need any assistance, and we'll be sure to include this contact information in the chat. If you need any assistance setting up your Flex account, you would need to contact the contracts at kcrha.org, the contracts team, for questions and assistance with setting up that account. We also strongly encourage applicants to gather all of the required documents, which can be found in the application, and respond to the questions in a Word document now, and then copy and paste that information into Flex when you are ready to submit a full application. And this is also just a good practice, so you don't have to duplicate your efforts in the event of a system error with Flex. If you would like more information about this funding opportunity, or any of the funding opportunity resources, such as NOFA's live funding opportunities, recorded information sessions, which this one is also being recorded and will be on our website later this week, information about Flex, you can visit our website at kcrha.org under resources and funding opportunities to find that information. Now for the fun part. Do folks have any questions? Marsh, I see your hand up.
Thank you. So I haven't had a chance to look at the other funding opportunities on your website. I just ran across this one this weekend, but I'm from Maple Valley, so I don't qualify for this one. Are there other funding opportunities for the cities in the outskirts of King County?
Mo or Tony, would you like to take this question? Because we just kind of had a sidebar about this. It's my understanding that your agency is qualified as long as you're providing the services within the city of Seattle.
Right, we wouldn't be. We are actually trying to open a warming center out in Maple Valley. So we don't have one yet, and we're just looking for various funding opportunities. So
understood. Okay, I understand. Currently, we don't have any other funding opportunities that are open outside of the city of Seattle, but I do encourage you to continue checking the website, and if there are, whenever there's opportunities of new opportunities available, we do send out information via our listserv. So that's another reason we ask you all to check in and provide your email so we can communicate those opportunities as they arise.
okay, great. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Hey, Aaron, I see your hand up.
Hi, I actually haven't read the NOFA, so maybe this is covered, but is the expectation that the organizations awarded funding would use their own property or a KCRHA property? If it is our own property, does the location we plan to use matter to the scoring?
Tony or Mo, can I defer to you on this one?
Yeah, I mean, I'll jump in, and Tony can also do as well. So the location for this project will be identified by us. and it will be a city owned site, and there will be the expectation is some form of flexibility, because the site will be informed by needs, where the greatest need is at the time in the city.
Okay, because we have run our own warming centers previously, and we've always used our own properties. So I just wanted to understand the expectation.
Good question. Thank you, Aaron. Are there other questions? No question is too big or small for this space. Anybody else have a question?
This is Doug Gunwalson, a simple question, and that is, we have a facility, it's in West Seattle, but we are probably not going to offer services. Would you consider partnerships with a service provider operating out of our facility?
That's a good question. Can I defer again to Mo or Tony or Beth for that one?
Tony, you want to take this one?
Sure. Yeah, is Beth on the call too?
Yes, I was sorry. I just realized my microphone was not on, but I was talking. Did you want to jump in, Tony? Okay, I'll answer this question. So the question was related to if we could bring services to your location, correct?
Exactly.
Yeah, so this funding is specific for opening up Seattle sites, so city and park and recreational sites for service providers to open up those sites. This funding would not be kind of the other side of that, where we would be looking for service providers to open up various locations outside of the designated sites that we have from the city of Seattle. So not at this time. The funding is just specific to opening up those city of Seattle sites.
Okay. I noticed that there was a comment made that there would be preference to where the need is greatest, and there are no centers west of the Duwamish River that I'm aware of.
Right. Yeah, so if we have a Seattle site that is in that area, we would be looking to open up that site. So that would be a community center in that space if that's one of the greatest needs at that time.
Oh, okay, good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Thank you, Beth. Thank you for the question, Doug. There are other questions? If there are no other questions, we always have the gift of time. And if questions come up as you read through the application over the next couple of days, the Q&A session is open until the 20th. So please feel free to reach out to us through the RFP email, and we would be happy to answer those questions as they come in. Well, again, thank you all for joining us today. Like I said, reach out to us and we will respond to you as fast as we can. And this recording will be posted on our website this week, along with the question and answer portion. And as those questions and answers come in, as the questions come in, we'll be updating the Q&A form that we post on our website. Thank you.
Thanks, y'all. Have a great day.
Thanks, Shani.
Hey, Nicole. Thank you for doing it.
Okay.